Okay, so let's continue. But when the Silk Road, the long overland trading route from China to the Mediterranean, became costlier and more dangerous to travel, Europeans searched for a more efficient and inexpensive trade route over water, initiating the development of what we now call the Atlantic Road. This part right here is talking about the spice route that we spoke about previously that went over by water. Let's just bring it back up. And we looked at this here and it showed us, or not this, it was this picture right here, and it showed us how the silk routes was by land and it was hard to travel over. Then they switched to water and it became easier to get the spices, and that triggered the crusades. So let's keep going from there. Let me just double check, because I want to say it did say it triggered the crusades. Let me just double check that. Yeah, the trade was changed. The trade was changed by the Crusades and later the European Age of Discovery. Just want to double check our information. Okay, so in pursuit of commerce in Asia, 15th century traders unexpectedly encountered a new world populated by millions and home to sophisticated and numerous peoples. So let's find out. 15th century traders. Let's find out who they are. What was traded in the 15th century? European countries began trading directly with Africa in the 15th century. The main goods traded in the early periods were gold, ivory, woods to make dye, and pepper. In the 15th and 16th century, the buying of enslaved Africans was a small part of the trade with Africa. They were used as domestic servants. Okay, so before we research, let's read a little bit more and then see if we can get a tidbit or a clue as to what the cipher is here, because this there's something missing in between these two paragraphs. First we have the silk route, then we have the spice route, then we have the crusades, and then we have suddenly trading in another place. Now one thing I did notice is that there's a very important piece of information right here, and that's Egypt. Because you notice that they travel by land, and this is just a hypothesis, but they travel by land, and it shows this right here as being part of the Silk Route. How did they get the boats to start traveling by sea? Because the first one of the questions I asked is like, what why didn't they travel by sea to begin with? Um, but that's just a question to keep in mind for the moment. So let's continue. Um, Mistakenly believing they had reached the East Indies, these early explorers called its inhabitants Indians.